Hi everyone, today I am going to show you some tips on how to conduct an online parents meeting with regards to goal settings for an individual learning program in literacy. If this sounds good to you, then keep on watching. First and foremost, we need to inform the parents of the type of programs and services that we are offering to their children, and here are some of those. The aim of English learning support is to enable students with learning difficulties to achieve adequate levels of proficiency and literacy. And in this way, we establish early intervention programs and other programs designed to enhance learning and to prevent or reduce difficulties in learning, as well as enhancement of the basic and learning strategies to a level which enables these students to participate in the full curriculum. At the beginning of the school year, we usually conduct a screening, selection, assessment, and review for all the referrals that we get from the class teachers. After that, we come up with the identification of the learning target in order for us to develop an individual profile and learning program for each child. And here are the following areas and skills that I am usually working on for my students. Since learning difficulties is rooted in the phonological system, so my first target or goal is the phonological process and phonemic awareness because students must be able to blend and segment phonemes orally prior to starting a formal reading program. So this includes letter identification as well, letter names, and letter sounds. This includes understanding of how spelling pattern correspond to the sounds of words and link the meaning. Reading fluency is very important part of the child's educational learning process because in order for the child to be able to understand what she or he reads, the child needs to read fluently, meaning at a quick pace. Reading quickly in itself will not make a child a better reader, but if the child reads too slowly, all understanding is lost because the child is spending all his or her time trying to call out the words. And the students also should be able to read a certain number of words per minute depending on his or her grade to be considered on level. Fluency and accuracy is the mastery of the skill of decoding or encoding to the point of automaticity so that the student does not need to think about each word. And the next skill is vocabulary. This is very important as well. Like students should understand 80% of the words that she or he is reading for him or her to understand or comprehend the material that she or he is having. Along with reading fluency, students need to understand what they read, having a complete thought of the reading materials. And comprehension is at word level, sentence level, and paragraph level as well. The next skill is writing. The goal of teaching handwriting is to develop rhythmic automatic muscle memory because the kinesthetic component of reading is writing, and also expressive language skills which is writing is so important for the child to put his thoughts into paper. Since the auditory component of reading is listening, we are trying to run this target back to back with reading. And at the end of the instructional term, I usually do a program review. This is for the assessment of the student's progress and as well as for the evaluation of the learning program. And here are some points to consider for developing measurable goals. First is be sure that the amount of progress projected in the goal is reasonable, takes into account the student's ability, and assumes appropriate and effective individualized instruction. Second, there must be a clear relationship between identified needs, annual goals, and services. And lastly, be sure that each goal is properly aligned with the current level of performance. This is Charles PLOP. And therefore, annual goals should be individualized, prioritized, and reasonable. And of course, we don't forget to provide meaningful reports to parents about actual growth. And lastly, for all these goals to be successful, parents' involvement and support is very important as well. Like and share if you find this video helpful to you and leave your comments down below. I really appreciate that. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and bye everyone.